Stellar Blade actually hit PC this week. For those of you that didn't know, now if you have a gaming rig and you don't have a PlayStation 5, you can finally play this game. And it's doing really well. It's at 183,000 peak. I think it will probably get bigger now that we're into the weekend. I see a lot of people picking this game up and playing it today and especially tomorrow. The sky's the limit. I think you could see a 250,000 player peak. I really do. I think that is a possibility. But either way, I mean, this is already a success. This is the biggest former Sony exclusive to hit Steam. And that, of course, has created some salt. But real quick, as pointed out here by Mr. Mediker, and it's a very good point, it just keeps happening. Every time a journalist or outlet states a game is bad or problematic, it sells amazingly. And every time they praise a game, it bombs, which we saw with Dragon Age the Veilguard. They were trying to shame people into loving that game. And it blew up in their faces in a lot of ways. Everybody hated that game. Well, not everybody. There were a few thousand people that liked Dragon Age the Veilguard, but for the most part, it was a colossal failure. You had people out there saying, go woke, go brrr, top the charts. This is a deleted tweet, by the way. They've been attacking people over the past couple of days. They're still very salty about this game failing. And they're blaming everybody but themselves for the game's failure. It wasn't identity politics. It was a loud minority. That's funny. That's what we always used to say about people like Paul Tassi here. The one who said he called it a loud minority. Does this seem like a loud minority to you? Seems like a loud majority to me. We'll come back to Paul Tassi. But there's some salt here. Stellar Blade's success, of course, annoys a lot of these video game outlets because, of course, it does. They don't like a game like this doing well. They did everything in their power to try to destroy it, only to end up coming back and praising it. But let's start here. So PC Games N put out this review. Stellar Blade PC review, a slick but hollow action RPG. Let's take a look at some of the complaints, shall we? Mostly, though the characters consist of absurdly idealized human beings, with the main cast featuring a strong-jawed man and a lineup of plastic-molded women. It's over the top enough to read almost as a parody, especially when encountering an otherworldly, angelic guardswoman dressed in latex and lace lingerie, or when noticing that Eve, despite scaling high walls and teetering on broken scaffolding over perilous heights, is always wearing high heels. And to that I say, who cares? It's a video game. It's fake. We also don't live in a world with grotesque monster alien creatures that attack you. Who cares if she's wearing high heels? But that needs to be realistic. Never mind like the crazy, unrealistic creatures that you fight. They're okay with them being grotesque. But God forbid the female character looks sexually appealing. And these people wonder why their websites are dying. In fact, it's gotten so bad, Kotaku doesn't even post culture war shit anymore. This is from Grums. Have you noticed Kotaku no longer posts culture war? I hooked up my sex toy to a game and hit piece articles. Absolute chud victory. And he's right. Look, I haven't covered a Kotaku article in forever because they stopped posting ridiculous shit. You can tell they're on their last lifeline at this point. The fact that they're not doing that, it looks like the goofy money ran out. And they actually have to post real shit now. Look at this. Here are our favorite cosplay fits from Comic-Con London, and it's 2 women. I don't know. The Wukong cosplay is cool there in the middle. But they post 2 women for thirsty clicks. I'm just saying. Sex sells, man. This is the oldest thing in the book. And Stellar Blade, well, at least Shift Up, recognized that, and they went out of their way to make the women in the game sexy and feminine, and the men muscular and jacked. Like they're talking about the strong-jawed man. That's what people want to see in a video game. The world is ugly, man. When we sit down and want to be entertained, we want to be entertained. Especially in a game like this. This game isn't trying to be realistic, but God forbid she does shit in heels. So here's more. There's nothing beneath the surface of its characters, either in their dialogue or across the events of the plot, to make them come across as anything but digital objects. Stellar Game is a game filled with dolls, not people, and like dolls, its cast doesn't even seem like much more than an approximation of humanity. They're plastic representations. So mad. That's why the game sucks, because this is what the people look like in it. Imagine that. It results into high sales. The game sold really well on PlayStation 2, by the way. Vice comes in, praises the game, but also insults it. Stellar Blade PC launch breaks Steam sales records thanks to its thirsty fan base. So, don't forget, Vice, what that other outlet they have or whatever, there's 2 of them, but Vice is the main one. Remember, this is the outlet that supported Anna Valens, that was going around canceling people like Kershaw. They don't like beautiful women, because look at that person that they supported. But here's some of their shit. So they have some reviews here of people that are embracing the game for what it is. Over on Steam, Stellar Blade's overwhelmingly positive 92% review ratings are largely being flooded by thirsty players gushing over the game's protagonist, Eve. More specifically, they are really happy with the game's wide variety of risque skins for the heroine, as well as the game's physics engine. For example, a reviewer wrote, "I logged in for the combos, but stayed for the bounce." Another exclaimed, "This game might be the first ever to break my controller's share button. The sections that take forever to progress are the ladders, ropes, and ledges." One Steam user even confessed, "This wasn't a gaming session. This was a spiritual awakening wrapped in latex and jiggle physics. I booted up the game, saw Eve's opening strut, and immediately started breathing like a pug in July." Yeah, those are some interesting Stellar Blade reviews. But you know what? What's funny, and they praise this game too, by the way. Like, it's a seriously good action RPG as well. No, seriously. They have to praise it because the majority's there and they can't hate on it. But you know what's really funny? If this is a game about some shirtless Chad, even the men would be praising it, because all of the writers in video game journalism nowadays are gay, usually. They'd be praising it, calling it groundbreaking. It's so amazing. Who cares if it's not real? Listen up, chuds. This game's not made for you. That's what we'd be hearing right now. But because it's a sexy woman, and it's made literally to appeal to you sexually, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That's why they went out of their way to make her. They went out and found they can. What I remember, right? And I quote, I think, we wanted to get the perfect female body. It's not a direct quote, but that's basically what they were saying when they were talking about putting that woman through the little camera system. They had to capture her body. I know I've played that clip of them because it's funny. They were saying, that's not a realistic body, and it's literally somebody's body. I mean, who cares if they did this? It's part of the appeal. The sex appeal of the character is a part of this game. And that pisses them off so much that it's so well received. Because these people think they're so much better than everybody else. And their little Starbucks towers over there in LA and shit. They all think they're so much better than everybody else. And this game, there was a point where the IGN editor-in-chief in France, I did a video on this, said it would kill women. That women were going to drive into Minecraft lava and end it all because of Eve from Stellar Blade. It's amazing the shit they gave this. And now it all comes full circle. Here's Paul Tassi. Stellar Blade is now the highest user scored PS5 game ever, which is a bit excessive. This is from May 1st, 2024. And then here's Paul Tassi again, June 12th, 2025. 10 things I wish I knew when I started Stellar Blade 2025 PC edition. Now he praises it. I believe in one of his articles he calls it one of the best games of 2024. Why did this happen? Because the game has been so overwhelmingly praised and well received, they had no choice. And to bring it all back, when are they ever going to realize that every time they start going after a game and calling it problematic, it backfires in their face? Dragon Age backfired in their face. Stellar Blade backfired in their face. Eventually, they're all going to end up like Kotaku on their last leg, trying to take it back, coming back. Like, please, gamers, come back. You won't read any butt plug articles over on our website now. Now it's all 11 promising games I played at Summer Game Fest. Yes, that's what I want to read when I go to a website like this. That's what I want to read, man. Then they lost the plot. They lost the plot long ago, and I don't think even if they try to run it back, they ever will get it back. Because honestly, at this point, I'd rather just go watch some YouTuber I like's 11 promising games I played at Summer Game Fest. They have more goodwill with me. Kotaku has none. So, before we go, I have a comic book out there. It's awesome. It's action-packed. Would love it if you checked it out. There's a link in the description. We got 4 amazing covers here, but if you just want to jump in, cover D is only $17. We also have a supplemental book for $6. We've got posters, including a poster of this cover, and it's amazing. It's tricked out. This will look awesome on your wall and in your hands while you read it. So check it out. Link in the description. And also, if you would, please like, subscribe, comment. What do you think about all this Stellar Blade nonsense? What do you think about the state of video game journalism? Also, if you would, please share the video. Share the link to the comic, too. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.